Welcome along to today's online lesson. I'm going to obviously I've made this short video for you to help you with the lesson today. Before I start, I just want to stress to you that you should make sure that you complete the other sections prior to going on to today. I will be adding some comments to your work as well. So just to recap really quickly, so at this stage you should have got section A completed, section B the first part, and you should have also completed section E. So today's lesson is going to focus on the second part of section B. As you can see, even from the title of the task, chosen initial idea, it relies on you having your 5 initial ideas completed on the first part of section B with some really clear annotations. So it might help to go back and re-watch the video which I've shared as part of the post for today's lesson on last week's lesson prior to moving on to this today. So on section B, you will place a picture of your chosen initial idea here. Once you have done that, you will then write a self-evaluation. Now that self-evaluation focuses on what reasons you have come up with for picking that particular idea. Like, why is that idea the best idea of the 5 ideas, and fully explain that. Now the peer evaluation is something that ordinarily we would do in class, and we would swap iPads and so on and so forth. What you can do is you can reach out to someone in the class that you know, and you could maybe email them and ask them to do a peer evaluation, share up your screen. So it's a little opportunity for us to test that, and they should, if you are doing a peer evaluation for somebody, it should be a very honest opinion of that idea. Try and focus in and around what is good about the idea, what you think's positive for the idea, and any areas where it could be improved. This should be written and pasted in here by the person who the evaluation is for. So in other words, if it's on your slides, you should be pasting that in there, and it should be green text, and it should be in italics. Okay, moving on to aspects I will change. Fairly straightforward, guys. You're just going to list 3 or 4 things that you will change, you will improve upon for your your actual final manufactured product. So that's fairly straightforward there. Now obviously we do not have access to the workshop, so the next section is your diary of making. Now it's a mini diary making purely just for the backboard element of the project, and all I want you to do here today is literally set it out. So I'm just going to escape from that, and I'm just going to demonstrate on this template. So you can insert text box, for example, and you can paste a text box in there like that, and then maybe change the color. So that it stands out, and you might replicate that a couple of times, and this might be where your pictures go in here, and you might have a text box down the bottom that explains, you know, your description of what's happening, your health and safety comments, your quality control comments. You don't have to write anything. I just want you to set it out. That's all I want you to do. It should only take about 10 minutes. Okay, so that is all I want you to focus on, but I am sharing the challenge slides with you, so if you want to have a go at doing that, you can do that as well. The main thing you need to do is go back, make sure, of course, section A and section E is finished. Section B part 1 was quite a big task, so if you haven't fully finished that, make sure that's fully finished before you move on to completing as much of section B part 2 as you possibly can. Okay, I do hope that presentation helps, and if you have any questions, of course, you can drop me a line. Thanks.